Good evening. It's great to see such a great group of folks assembled. Lots of things to celebrate tonight. Lots of end-of-year honors, and it's always wonderful to have the recognition that we'll have for our volunteers, which will come a little later on. Some great student scholars that are here, and of course the best fine arts faculty in the world is here to help honor the Board of Education, so we're looking forward to that. Before we get into the meeting, I do have some special introductions tonight. First of all, I'd like to introduce Sherry Harris-Smith, who is the new principal at Owensboro Middle School, and her two sons, Thomas and Miles. They spent the day in the district. I think they're going to stay around a little while tonight, too, for a performance, perhaps. But Sherry, if you would just stand up and let's welcome Sherry. And I also want to introduce Jessica Foreman, who's doing her first meeting along with Janet, and she's going to be taking Janet's place. We hit the end of the year and things just happen fast, so I'm just going to review a couple of major items that are on the plate here. We've got several things that are happening. Of course, just about every night for the next 2 weeks we have an arts performance of some kind that will be taking place in our high school and our middle school. We also have lots of things happening at each of the elementaries. So take a look at the online schedule for all those. So I don't want to miss anything out. I do, however, want to pay special note to we have a preschool graduation coming on the 12th of May. At the other end of the spectrum, the 20th of May, we have our high school graduation at the Sports Center. The high school honors night is May the 5th. And board members, you also have an invitation from Gateway Academy for a harvest day that's taking place there. So I call your attention to those things and just look forward. It's hard to believe the next time we get together, the school year will be over. So we've made it this far because of the wonderful folks in the room here, and some more than that. So thanks for being here.
All right, we are now going to call on Dave Kirk to say a few words.
This is a little surprise. It's not on the agenda because I know if it was on the agenda, he would tell me to take it off the agenda. But as a lot of you have known, it was in the news, Dr. Brake has been named one of 25 superintendents in the entire nation to watch by INSPRA. So that is a big deal. Again, he's one of 25. And kind of some of the criteria behind that is you excel in communication as a superintendent. And of course, when Dr. Brake was hired, one of the charges the board gave him was, transparency, communication with both teachers and students alike. And certainly, since he's been there, or been here rather, that has come to fruition. A couple things, he kind of charged me with when I took over with PR was to, really reach out to our stakeholders, to our students, to our parents, to our community members. So that's some of the things we've tried to do. Just a couple stats for people that are numbers people. Since taking over, of course, Dr. Brake started a superintendent blog. Hopefully a lot of you all have a chance to follow that. He also does a 44 News editorial where once a month he goes over to 44 News and records in their studio. We launched TITEX. TITEX is a information system we use where you get a text message. A lot of people mostly use it for school closings. That's one of our biggest followers. So we've got over 4,300 people now into that. We've got over 4,200 Facebook likes, 1,000 Twitter followers, and our YouTube page now has 132,000 views. So I think that we're excelling in that, and just again want to, under his leadership, he's kind of given me free reign to, which is kind of hard, to let somebody just go out and tell our message. So just want to recognize him again, one of 25 in the entire nation to be named a superintendent for a while.
Right, I would have taken that off the agenda. But thank you, appreciate it.
We will move forward with board recognitions, and we will begin with the Kennedy Center award. And Tom Stites will come and talk to us about that award.
Excellent. We we're kind of turning the tables on the board here tonight because typically the board is recognizing people for doing an outstanding job in our district, and we're going to recognize their job, okay, which is great. If you're not aware, the Kennedy Center has been running for 20 years, a collaborative thing with the National School Board Association that recognizes a school board, one school board in the entire nation that does an outstanding job of supporting the arts across the district. Based upon the comments, Kate Lozon and Nick Brake and I were in Boston to receive the award. We knew about this in November and had to keep it quiet until, which for me was very hard to do. But I think we did pretty well. I think I only slipped once, and my wife, I told her she couldn't say anything, so it's fine. So the award reads, the Kennedy Center and the National School Board Association proudly presents the 2016 Award for Excellence to the Owensboro Public Schools Board of Education, Owensboro, Kentucky, for its outstanding support and commitment to high-quality arts education throughout the school district and community. This has been going with, this is the only district in the entire United States that received this award this year. So we think it is a model program because of the support that these people behind us give us every single year, and they do that because they value what happens for our kids. Based upon the comments from the Kennedy Center at the presentation, our motto of every art for every child in every school was one of the things that made it so that made us rise to the top. And according to Milo, who spoke to me afterwards, he says there was no one else even close this year. So we're very proud of that. We'd like to present, turning the table on our school board, a commemorative plaque for each of you that replicates the plaque completely, and they can hang it in their house and remember the good old days when we turned the tables on. So.
We fund it through central office, and there's a reason for that. It's because we value the whole child, and that's something we don't want broken off in people's budgets. So I want to recognize people that have gone before us. So I really think.
Excellent.
It is my pleasure to recognize 3 of the 4 students that we had at Owensboro Middle School this year that qualified for the Duke Talent Identification Program. Students qualified for this by taking the ACT or SAT and getting a qualifying score. And so we're very proud of the work that they've done. And through this program, they also were offered state recognition and some educational experiences at Western Kentucky this summer if they choose to participate in those. So I'd like to introduce those students to you right now. The first one that we have is David Christensen. Next we have Avery Elliott.
Okay, I would like to talk about our Governor Scholar and the students that qualified for the Governor Scholar program this year. There's about 2,000 students in the state that apply for this very prestigious honor. Basically, within that, they're looking at their academics talents. Again, when you're thinking about 2,000 students, we have 2 students from our high school that were selected that we're very proud of. They will go this summer and work. It depends. The schools will be spread out, and they get to have a choice in what schools. But they'll have the opportunity to go work at colleges this summer. We're very proud of the next 2 students for being recognized as 2016 Governor Scholars, and we'd like to introduce Megan Cannon and Brian Sapp.
School for the Arts.
Yes, this one's a new one for me. I didn't know as much about it, so I'm going to read a little bit about it so I can tell you about it. But basically, 2 Owensboro High School juniors have been chosen as alternates to participate in the Governor Schools for the Arts program. We're very proud of both of these students. If you ever have a chance to go out and watch them and witness them, they have amazing artistic talent. Hayden Elliott is one of the students. Hayden, is he here?
Hayden's got a performance tonight.
He has, the Diviners are playing tonight at 7 o'clock. They're also playing Saturday at 7 and next Tuesday at 7. So come out and see Hayden there if you have a chance. But he's being recognized for his art in drama. Another student, I'm going to brag on Chance just a little bit. I had Chance when he was a 3rd grade student at Cravens Elementary, and I knew great things were ahead of him then. But he is a wonderful singer, and he's being recognized as an alternate for singer for the Governor School of the Arts. So I'm very proud of Chance Horn. If we can give Chance and Hayden both a round of applause.
Definitely one of Natalie. to help me present this award this afternoon. Natalie is a kindergarten teacher at Faust. We are presenting this award to Kim Miller. Miss Miller, you want to come on up? And Miss Miller is a retired teacher and couldn't get enough, like a lot of retired teachers, but she came back to help us at Faust, even though that's not where she taught. So I'm glad she picked us. And Natalie, Kim is also Natalie's mother, and so that's why it's even extra special. But Kim is pretty much there. Are you there pretty much every day? I feel like I see you every day, coming in and out and reading with students in kindergarten that need it and helping Natalie with anything that she needs. And so we just really appreciate the whole family sharing their gifts with us. Kim's husband also substitutes at our school, and so we appreciate all of them. Natalie, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I typed up some things. I'll just read it so I don't forget anything. So as she said, my mom, Kim Miller, has been volunteering in my classroom during my classroom's reading time this year. This is her first year of retirement after 30 years of teaching elementary school. Her assistance has been a wonderful asset to my classroom. Mainly, she's been working with students who need a little bit of extra one-on-one help. The students she works with really enjoy reading with her and will often ask, "Where's Miss Kim?" on the days that she is not there. Other students in my class are always asking, "When do I get to work with Miss Kim?" I've seen a really great improvement in the students that she's worked with. She's worked with them in reading and writing and just anything I need her to help with. And it's a good relief to me to know that they're working with someone as qualified as she is. Also, along with helping my students in my classroom, she's also a really good help to me and has been over the years that I've been a teacher. She's always giving me great advice on things that I can do to better my classroom, both with my teaching and just managing my classroom. And she's also very artistic. She's helped with a lot of bulletin boards, basically helped me set up my whole room because I'm not that artistic in some ways. So my students really appreciate her help, and I just really appreciate the help and encouragement she always gives to me.
Thank you. Congratulations. You trained a good young teacher, too.
We'll take one big group.
One big, okay.
Yep.
Okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Estes, Sherry, there you are. Take this, post it off. There you go, Sherry.
I'm Sherry Flagg, the principal at Estes Elementary. This is Tammy Nugent. She is our reading teacher. And we have been working with a very special group of people the last 2 years, and that is Independence Bank. They have made a huge impact on our school, and we wanted to let them know how much we truly appreciate all that they have done. They actually purchased a lending library that's attached to our school, and students are able to check out books. They read them on their own, they bring them back, and there's more for others. And they also provided lots and lots and lots of books to put inside of that lending library. Additionally, they donated money to our book fair so that every child in our school could get a book who otherwise wouldn't have one. And they have spent and provided countless hours one-on-one with our children, working with them on reading and being there faithfully, always, never letting our kids down, and we appreciate it so much. I know our kids do too. So at this time, I would like for Minga Trogdon and Donna Galloway to come on up.
I think they want a picture from the bank, so we're going to do this for them, okay?
They have been a joy to work with. They have worked closely with Tammy and just have done an amazing job of making a difference in our school.
And Courtney Inkelbarger from Cravens. Present Cravens.
I'm Courtney Inkelbarger, I'm the principal at Cravens. We are recognizing Mr. Yeckering, if you want to come on up. The special thing about our volunteer this year, Mr. Yeckering, is actually not even tied to our school with a student just yet. We have a student coming in the future, and our volunteer of the year last year reached out and said, hey, we're really trying to grow our volunteers at Cravens, and Mr. Yeckering was more than willing to come and help. He is our photographer for I don't know how many events this year. I don't know that you've missed very many. He was just recently there Friday for Sharpen the Saw, and you were there this morning for Moms and Muffins, so I saw him this morning. But he is just faithful and comes in and photographs our events, gets great pictures of our students. The TV in our lobby is not blank anymore, which is wonderful. So it actually has pictures running through it. So we appreciate so much how often you come and help us, and so diligent with getting those pictures to us, and it's just been a blessing to our Facebook pages. Is more colorful now, and our new website is looking great. So we appreciate so much what you do.
And next we have Hager, Sherry. You guys were ready earlier, sorry.
We're good. We're fine.
Here you go.
We are recognizing today Dr. Murray Adams and his wife, Dr. Patricia Ward Adams. And a couple of years ago, the state of Kentucky mandated that all children in Kentucky going into school or preschool had to have a vision exam by an ophthalmologist or an optometrist, I'm sorry. And so, but anyway, that is a big challenge for our children because we have many 3-year-olds that come to us that do not talk. And so when you have to have a vision exam and you can't point much and you can't tell them a whole lot, that's a challenge to get them to even sit still in a seat at an eye doctor's office. So Mary Beth works very, very closely with their office as our school nurse, and she's going to talk a little bit more in detail about what all they do with our families and children.
Dr. Patricia and Dr. Murray just go above and beyond every day so that all our children get exams if they've not had it by their own doctor. And they work with children, like Sherry said, that are nonverbal. They do a great job with our Hispanic children. They even do a wonderful job with our Burmese children and get exams out of them that it seems impossible to. And they are just so accommodating to us and our staff. And on many, many occasions we call over there because the glasses are broken or they get shattered, and the medical card only pays for 2 glasses a year. So, but they are so good about it. They say, just bring them over, we'll fix them again, we'll put in new lenses. I mean, they just help us out every day, and our children really benefit for it, so we wanted to honor them today. But they are out of town because Dr. Murray is participating in a health thing through Ninja Warriors, and so we hope he gets on.
It's actually today.
Yeah, so
his
health
competition is there.
Health and wellness is a real big part of their lives and their family's lives. So anyways, we just wanted to honor them today because they do so much for Hager Preschool.
And Mr. Bratcher from Newton Parish.
I'm just a pretty face. She's
Oh, okay. You can introduce her.
We chose Aaron Kaiser. A lot of you guys know him. He's been a parent at Newton Parish for 10 years, about 10 years. And he's a world-renowned artist. I mean, big time. He also owns a construction and remodeling business here in town. And when we were looking to kind of update some things at school and make Leader and me a little bit more apparent at our school, he came in and we talked with him about doing just a college connections wall where he could paint some cool things for our local colleges and state colleges here. And he not only did that, but he also painted all over our cafeteria walls. They're covered now in Albert Einstein and Walt Disney and Rosa Parks and Abraham Lincoln and did I say Albert Einstein? I said Albert Einstein. And they all have quotes with them, and they're just beautiful. The kids love them, love to get to see and learn about those things that are on the wall. And he worked so hard that summer doing that for our school. And not only that, then we also wanted to put the Leader and Me 7 Habits tree on our wall when you walk into the lobby. And so we had a blank wall, and he helped us to do that also. And so he's just been a real asset to our school in kind of a quiet way, but a very vibrant way. And so we really appreciate all that he has done and does for our school still. So thank you so much.
Johnson Sutton. This one's on there. There we go.
I'm Jennifer Thurban, Family Resource Center at Sutton, and we are recognizing a very special lady in our school today as our Volunteer of the Year. Mrs. Lucy Adams is with the America Reads program. That's a program that's done through retired seniors and volunteer program, and she comes several times a week. I think we've kind of just hooked her in. She wasn't coming as much at first, and then she got to where she just loved us, and now she comes many days a week, several days a week, and she works with Miss Roberts and Miss Richards' first grade classes primarily, and spends a lot of time letting children read to her, or she reads to them, just things that really are so beneficial to our kiddos that don't get much of that at home, and so we appreciate her so much. And Miss Lucy, will you come up and Miss Lucy Adams.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for what you do.
My pleasure. Thank you for
Everything you do. Oh, it's wonderful. I love it.
Our children love you, and the teachers love you, so we're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
You're
We
welcome.
have Mr. Tynes here from OMS South.
Unfortunately, our Parent Volunteer of the Year couldn't be here tonight, but I do want to just say a few words about her. Miss Salima Perkins contacted us this summer about enrolling her child in our school, and during that preliminary conversation, she noted, you know, I really like to be involved in school and help out however I can. And I will tell you, true to her word, she has definitely done that, and we've gained a fantastic young man at our school too also. So it has definitely been a win-win for us. She's volunteered in whatever capacity she can at school, whether it's making copies or helping to organize events that we have. So I just want to say thank you to her, and I'll make sure she gets this also.
And Mr. Powell from Miss North.
Bill, come on up. Right here.
Hide back there from
You can't hide from this. Our Volunteer of the Year at OMS North is Stephanie Miller, and she's been at everything that we've asked her to do this year. She served on our school council. She's cooked food. She's baked cakes. She's done just a little bit of everything. Anytime we need anything, she's right there to do what we ask her. One thing, though, that stands out about Stephanie, and I think it's a testament to our school system, is when Olivia, who's sitting back there, when she started 5th grade, you know, she came from Sutton, and I think Stephanie was a little nervous, you know, whenever she was coming in, and didn't really know what to think. You know, all the kids coming together, you know, we've got 330 or 40 of them, and now she's one of our biggest supporters and one of our, you know, if anybody asks her now about us, I guarantee you what she's going to say is that we do a great job with our kids and we take care of them. And we really appreciate, Stephanie, all that you do for us. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And last but not least, Mr. DeLacy from Owensboro High School.
You can stand here just for a second. I'll try not to embarrass you too much. Amy Garrett, she's been with us, so she's been there longer than me. This is my first year there. But when I came in, we were doing some transition with PSTO and some other things, and she was already volunteering at the school. If you ever worked at a high school, sometimes it's tougher to get parents to come into high school. The kids sometimes are saying, oh, maybe mom, don't go to the high school. She had her older son has already graduated from OHS. Seth is there now, and then she has a middle schooler that's going to be coming up, her daughter, really soon. So we're very fortunate, very honored to have Amy with us, but she took on PSTO for us, and for us it's a big event and a big ordeal, as well as working the front desk. And this time of year, we had a lot of people says, he's a new guy, you sure I can work with this guy? And I've been able to trust her with everything that we're doing with PSTO. After graduation, prom, just a lot of things, and we could not continue to do the things we do for kids if it wasn't for parents like this to continue to go out and find ways to raise money, organize, and do things for our kids so they can have something special. So we greatly appreciate Amy being part of us and our Volunteer of the Year.